Hey everyone, Once Bitten here with Game 2 of the Brawler Pass 2013 tournament, my Empire versus a double slan Lizardmen army. Overall, the board looks like that. I was actually I was excited to play this game because I've never played against a double slan, and having one with the Lore of Life and one with the Lore of Shadow it seems particularly devastating. Both of them generate the extra power die, and so his magic phases are just gonna rock. And that alone, I think, it was very intimidating. And then when I looked at his build, I was especially intimidated, thinking, I don't know how to deal with this. So in these ruins, he's got two different units of chameleon skinks. You can't really see them. Then he's got some skirmishing skinks. He's got a Scarvet behind him. This is a real tank, a one-up rerollable um, armor save guy. I mean, just the kind of thing that can hold things up if he needs to. Salamander pack with a couple of them, a couple salamanders. The Skink Croxagore unit with a level 1 Heavens. This guy I actually forgot about all game long. I don't think he ever cast a spell that I remember. And when I was in combat with him, I never allocated attacks, so kind of funny. Anyway, he's got some Temple Guard. He's got his Slan, who's a general and battle standard bearer, level 4. Like I said, extra power die every time. Then there's a couple other salamanders, some chameleon skinks in front. I think those are chameleon skinks. He's got big horde of Source warriors with a level 4 with Lore of Shadow. Yeah, there's his kit. So he's got the Crown of Command making them stubborn, and he also has the extra power die. So absolutely brutal. And that unit is tough enough anyway, but the threat of getting Occams on him is just rough. Here's another Scarvet. This one is particularly well suited to kill a steam tank. Because he has like -3 to armor save, high strength. He's got the potion of strength. Very scary there. And then some more skinks. So facing him, I am like this. Even though I have my stank and my demigryphs over here, and the cactuses, I actually don't want them in combat with his Scarvet. What I want to do is just use the Hell Blaster to take care of that guy. Fly over his head. Not sure what to do with my cactuses, but I like the idea of the steam tank going towards the center and holding up one of those big units, maybe having demigryphs sit in the side. The Lore of Shadow Slan is in the corner, and so if my demigryphs can get hit in the side, I can allocate all their attacks on him, and that would be a nice way to take him out. So otherwise it looks like that. There's the right side. Over here, I know skinks are tough to shoot at, but the Outriders I'm kind of hoping can take out one of those units. And here we go. Lizardman turn 1. He moves up, like you can see, very aggressively. We're playing kind of a Blood and Glory scenario. That's why we're so close together. And I'm kicking myself. This whole tournament, I'm playing Empire as if they're Warriors of Chaos. Like, why am I hugging the front line so he can come up first turn and shoot his salamanders at my great swords? It makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, so I just, I'm the one who should be holding back, trying to get some shooting in first, and I'm just right up there in his face. So there's the left and the right. We go to shooting. Chameleon skinks pick off a few handgunners, but they hold, which is nice. Salamanders open up on the great swords. Between two salamanders packs of 2 each, I feel lucky that I only lost 10 guys. We go to Empire turn 1. So I made what I consider to be a huge mistake here, but some really good things as well. So overall, it looks like that. Here on the right, I held my Outriders back to shoot at the chameleon skinks in the building. Chameleon skinks are notoriously hard to hit because they're skirmishers, and there's an extra -1 penalty for being chameleons. They're in the soft cover from the ruins we agreed on. But I was hoping they could take him out. In hindsight, it might have been better to charge him. Anyway, my knights and my handgunners did some charging, and you can see skinks and salamanders fleeing. My knights redirected into his Scarvet, so that I'm actually okay with that. I think I have a real good chance of killing him. The problem is I can't avoid. I'm probably not going to be able to avoid getting countercharged by his Croxagore unit. And so what I'm thinking, I should have marched those handgunners up behind him so the Croxagore is charged. I could just flee and bounce through my handgunners. My stank was able to get into his salamanders, which I really like because not only does it take care of the salamanders, but it parks me right in front of the source unit, which is great. The only danger there is if he charges me, all he has to do is get Occam's off once, and I've lost the stank, and he is in the middle of my stuff. But all I can do, I have a scroll. I just need to, plan for that and just try to hold it off. Here on the left, yeah, my demigryphs are in trouble if my Hellblaster can't kill his Scarvet on the hill. They charged the skinks, by the way. Just the skinks fled, which is why they are where they are. I could have redirected. I didn't want to. Hellblaster kills the Scarvet. I was very happy about that. Okay, so here, I honestly don't remember why I didn't overrun and get out of their line of sight. Instead, I just did that. I don't know. It makes no sense whatsoever. Why not overrun and get out of their way? Plus, I can reroll ones, so I could probably take care of those units. I don't know. Stuff like that frustrates the hell out of me. Salamanders broke, and they fled through the Temple Guard unit. You can see them in the top right. My stank is where you see it. Go to Lizardmen, turn 2. He charges the steam tank. He charges my knights because I'm stupid. His Temple Guard didn't charge, and I just really don't know why not. Now, if you look behind him and to the left, there's a Comet of Cassandora. There's a blue die there, so a comet went off on my turn. My guess is he might be one to Dwellers Below my great swords or something like that. Anyway, there's that. Yeah, there's that. I'm really not worried about this. And my demigryphs are poised to countercharge in the flank. So as long as he doesn't get off Occam's, I'm good. I've got a Dispel Scroll, so he's probably going to 6-dice it. And so as long as he doesn't get Irresistible Force, I'm going to scroll it. I'll be good this turn. My demigryphs will come in. If they can kill that Slan, and I'm going to allocate every attack I have on them. If they can kill him, I don't have to worry about Occam's. And between the steam tank and the demigryphs, I think I'll take care of this unit eventually. After combat, I only lose a few. I got lucky. Harmonic Convergence helps. I'm still just kicking myself. I don't know why I didn't overrun. Yeah, it cost me a scroll, but I got it. He miasmaed the weapon skill on my stank, so we could just hit it more often. I'd let that stuff through. Very happy with that. We go to Empire turn 2. My Hurricane goes in the flank of the Skink Croc Score unit, hoping just to win through combat res, killing all the skinks that die so easily. But with Lizardmen, it's tough to do that. He's got his general and his BSB nearby. It's especially tough. Demigryphs going to the flank of the other Slan unit. There's that. I know he has a 4-up ward, but I've just got 12 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on, I think, 2s, maybe 3s. I just need to do 5 wounds to him. Oy, here's hoping. Captus goes to the flank of the skinks. He held because I was going to catch him either way. Otherwise, it looks like that. The comet goes off. It kills the skinks in combat with my Captus, which doesn't help at all. I don't care. It kills some Temple Guard, kills some Saurus. It's all nice. It kills my 5-man archer unit, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, I can't complain about that. After combat here, I don't know how many wounds I put on the Slan. It was either 0 or 1. I don't know. I hit a ton, and he went to roll his 4-up ward and just saved pretty much all of them. I was so frustrated. So, grr. Great Swords charged his chaff unit, easily killed them. So basically I'm set up, I don't think he can charge the Halberdiers. If he charges the Great Swords, that's great. It'll be bloody, he'll kill a lot of them, I should kill a lot back, and then I should be able to charge the Halberdiers in his flank the next turn. And if I get to do that, I'll win that War of Attrition. Yeah, over here, the Croc scores are just too much for my Knights to handle. They're high strength attacks. I kill a bunch. I think I win, but it just doesn't matter. He's stubborn. He's not stubborn. He's just, he's got a Slan and a reroll nearby, and he's cold-blooded. Now, over here on the right, I think I charged him just to try to get rid of those guys and kind of failed. Lizardman turn 3. Yeah, I mean, what's he going to do? He charges the Great Swords. He's got, he's going to have a great magic phase every time. The best I can hope for is that he rolls high, because if he rolls low, he's got that Forbidden Rod, so he gets to roll an extra d6 on it. So if he rolls low, he'll have a lot more dice, and he gets the extra power dice for every Slan, and it's just going to be rough. I need him to not get off Occam's. Yeah, there's that. That's going to be bloody. And for the record, I forgot to do the +1 to hit. I just This was a really bad tournament in terms of sloppy play. Salamanders come to the flank of my knights. It's going to spell doom for that unit. These chameleon skinks made the most insane charge. They were like top left of this picture, and they wheeled insanely high to get around the skinks, and they were able to clip my handgunners the way you see them. Just an insane charge. I didn't see it coming. They easily broke the handgunners. Handgunners killed the one skink unit before they fled, and my outriders took the overrun in the flank because my opponent actually overruns as opposed to me, who I just reform. Over here, yeah, the knights broke. My Hurricanum is, it's not long for this world. Over here, I actually didn't lose as many great swords as I thought I would. I whittled down his unit a ton, so pretty happy with that. Over on the left, yeah, he got Occam's, absolutely destroyed the steam tank. The demigriffs, I don't think he killed them all. I think they broke from combat and are on the lower left, and I think they rallied. So, yeah, I just couldn't stop it. The thing is, my demigriffs got to attack before he attacked, so I still had 15, I guess 12 attacks with my demigriffs, putting everyone I could into the slan. And if you look at the wound marker on him, he took 4 wounds. He's sitting on 1 wound left. This is where I kicked a chair. There were chairs folded up against the wall. I never do stuff like that. I just couldn't believe it. Just didn't matter. I hit with everything. I wounded. He picks up a huge double handful of dice, needing 4-ups, and he saves them. I shouldn't get that frustrated. Anyway, he pursued the demis, didn't catch him, overran into my cannon. We go to Empire turn 3. We're running tight on time. It's been the slowest game in the history of Warhammer. I didn't think we could get a 4th turn in. My halberdiers charged the flank of his temple guard. My hope there is to kill the Slan. The Slan, I think, has to come over to him, and they have a chance of killing him there. My Captasis comes into the flanks of the Croxagores, just trying to see if I can maybe win through combat res. If the halberdiers, if we do that combat first, if they can kill the Slan, which is unlikely, but if they can, if I can win combat with the Croxagores, they won't have good leadership or a reroll. So there's all that. Yeah, after combat, I really just didn't do that many wounds to him. I won, he was stubborn. And over here, he easily kills the cannon, reforms. I mean, I've really whittled that unit down a lot, but it just doesn't matter. And over here, his salamanders, this is Empire 3. This is actually Lizardmen turn 4. We decided to rush through the last turn, so they come into the flank there. Slan's unit comes to the rear of my halberdiers. The only good thing I have going for me is I'll probably be steadfast. The bad thing is it'll just be on a 7 rerollable. The Hurricanum dies. The Captasis is sitting on 2 wounds left, but that's on my turn, so he survived. The halberdiers held in combat and were able on the second round of combat to kill the Life Slan, which I was very surprised about. But they held, and the game ended like that. A really weird game. When we added up the kill points, it was almost exactly even, about 1,700 each. And then because of Blood and Glory, he never broke my fortitude. I'm hesitating. Let me see. I've got a BSB. I think he just broke my fortitude right then. I don't know. Whatever it was. I was the first to break fortitude, which gave me an extra 1,000 points. And then I got a few other objective points. So instead of 1,700, I actually got like 3,400 points. And my opponent got like 1,700. Which is like we're both just kind of shaking our head like, what? Huh? What? Yeah, but anyway, there's that. I'm kind of blanking out on this. I know for a fact that he didn't break my fortitude, but if he killed my general, he must have. I wonder if my general lived through that combat. Anyway, whatever. So the game ended. It actually ended up being a victory, a 3,400 point to 1,700 point victory for the Empire. I didn't deserve it. My opponent, I think, played better than I did. I can't believe the dumb mistakes I made in that game. The one thing I was thinking during the game that he could have and should have done, I don't know if he's watching this, but the Lore of Shadow attribute, when the guy at the Lore of Shadow was getting low on wounds, he should have thought about swapping him out with the Lore of Life guy, because he wouldn't have been stubborn, but he was going to be steadfast for a long time. And the Lore of Life guy, not only did he have he could start over with wounds, he could regrow them easily in their magic phase. And I mean, the way things turned out, the Shadow Guy would have died anyway when my Halberdiers took this charge, but it really would have saved him on the left, because had he not got Occam's, I was looking really, really good for this game. Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.